Hello, coin collectors out there. Welcome back to the Big D Coins channel. Here on this channel, I share with you some of my coins to help you look for special coins in your own collection or if you're coin roll hunting. I usually share my own coins, but these ones right here are actually from a collection that belongs to my uncle. So he gave me the opportunity to look through them, and he had some really cool coins. He also had a lot of bicentennial coins. As you can see on the left here, we have a ton of quarters. These are all stacks of 5, except I took a couple out here. So we have 102 quarters that are bicentennial quarters. Just to show you that, I was just kind of going to knock over these stacks. As you can see, just piles and piles and piles of bicentennial quarters. So about $100 worth of bicentennial quarters right there. And we have $30 worth of half dollars. Now, unfortunately, these coins aren't worth anything over face value. The main reason for that is everyone thought that they were going to be collectible, and when everyone thinks that something's going to be collectible, it kind of instantaneously becomes uncollectible because everyone hoards them. None of them get turned back into circulation, at least not right off the bat. So we're going to look at some bicentennial coins. We're going to look at the half dollar, and we're going to look at a few quarters. We're going to look for some great condition ones, because those are going to be what's really going to drive up the value. So I'm going to be referencing the PCGS website, which I'm sure many of you have been on. It looks something like that. So I scroll down to the 1976 quarters, and I've got the price guide up there so I can read that to you as I make this video. Now let's zoom in. Let's actually start with some of these quarters. We'll see kind of my main pet peeve about the quarter to start with. So this quarter right here, as you can see on the obverse, it's in absolutely great condition. It's got a few nicks to it, but other than that, it's got a great finish to it. Look at that coloring and toning. It's got almost kind of a cameo finish to it, just based on the shadows and the reflections you can get there from shining different light on it. It's got some great highs and lows in the coloring. But the problem is, when you look at the reverse, you'll see with a lot of bicentennial quarters, just look at the drum down here. The drum strike is terrible, absolute garbage. So you can see right there, it's all worn out, and that's actually really common with the bicentennial quarters. Some of them have nice strikes, some of them are fully struck, but a lot of them have weak strikes around the drum. So you can see this one right here, that's what the drum should look like. It's a clear outline of the, I think that's a snare drum, and you can see the rim of the drum all the way around. On this coin, however, look how faded it is right here. Nothing else on the coin looks bad, but that drum right there will prevent it from grading very highly. So here's a better look at the drum, so you can see that. So let's talk a little bit about the prices for this 1976 bicentennial quarter. So I'm looking at PCGS website, and so they have some that have been graded a mint state 68, and those are worth $4,000. Now those are for the nickel copper clad. There were some silver special edition coins that were made for the 1976. Those are going to have the S mint mark on them. There were only 11 million of those made. They contain 40% silver and 60% copper. So PCGS has those, a mint state 69. Those can be worth $7,500 for the silver one. They are in excellent, best possible shape. So they can be worth a lot of money, but they just have to be in super great condition. And you know, my advice for finding them is kind of doing what I'm doing right now, going through someone else's collection, someone that might have taken them out of circulation right away, and so you can see coins that are relatively undamaged. However, they still do have to have nice strikes on them from the mint. Because the mint was producing so many, there are a lot of weak strikes out there. So there were 809 million produced at the Philadelphia Mint, and another 860 million produced at the Denver Mint. So generally, when there's that high of a strike there you can see the mint mark right there. I'll get my finger out of the way. The die can get a little weak and it's not quite as valuable. But let's look at one of my better half dollars. So we got Kennedy right here. I've made plenty of videos about the Kennedy half dollar. Unfortunately, this isn't one of the silver ones, but you can check out some of my other videos to get that silver, value of the Kennedy half dollar. So let's talk about the mintages for this one as well. So there are 234 million made at the Philadelphia Mint for this half dollar. There were 287 million at the Denver for this half dollar. So what you're looking at is obviously JFK is on the obverse of the coin, and then on the reverse is Independence Hall. So I'll flip that over in case you're unfamiliar with the coin. Now, half dollars are generally harder to pull out of circulation, but if you go to the bank and you're very nice to the teller, they can usually get some of these for you. Now look at the coloring of this one right here. This has got kind of the cameo finish to it. It's got a few scratches in it, so it probably couldn't be graded too highly, but overall, very, very nice coin. I'll kind of give some of the different lighting to it. Yeah, you can see a few dents to it, which isn't great, but overall this coin, I think this was the best of the ones that I had in that pile that I showed to you earlier. So this coin can be worth a decent amount too for set registry collectors out there. That's because they're looking for the best possible registry for all of the coins. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Gave you a little bit of information about the Kennedy half dollar for 1976, as well as the George Washington half dollar for 1976. Both of those are the commemorative issue for the bicentennial of the United States of America. Started in 1776. The bicentennial occurred in 1976, and in 2017 we're still going strong. So proud to be in this country and be able to go through these super cool coins, searching for valuable ones. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments or recommendations on videos I should make, please leave them in the comment section. I appreciate any feedback and any advice that my viewers give me. Hopefully everyone has a great day. Take care, enjoy, and best of luck out there, people.